Well, I say, my beautiful people, this is your boy Stefan, your Afro-Grenadian ambassador. I welcome you all back to my channel. To all my viewers, supporters, thank you all. And don't forget to watch all the ads that are placed on my video. I greatly appreciate it. Well, in today's video, my friends, we have the Bahamas rejecting Trump's proposal to send migrants to their country, to their very island. The Bahamas said, no, we cannot accept this proposal. Our island are not ready or is not ready to bear the brunt of the repercussions of what this move of mass migration will come with. Well, guys, let's take a listen and then we will come back and talk all about it.
The Bahamas just rejected a proposal from Donald Trump's administration to take in migrants that Donald Trump plans to deport in his second term. So the Prime Minister of the Bahamas, Philip Davis, just told reporters that his island received a proposal from Trump's transition team to, quote, accept deportation flights of migrants from other countries, end quote. And in response to this proposal, the Prime Minister said the Bahamas has, quote, reviewed and firmly rejected the proposal. Basically, Donald Trump's big plan with his mass deportation program was to send migrants to places like the Bahamas, or as Reuters reports, Turks and Caicos, Panama, and Grenada, should their home countries reject them. The guy didn't even think through this plan. He just campaigned on it. Then he won, and now he has to deliver on his plan, but the islands are rejecting him. I guess it's back to the drawing board for Donald Trump.
Issued the statement this morning about the proposal from the Trump transition team in terms of deportation flights. Was this request made directly to the government?
So my understanding, and I would want you guys to speak much more specifically to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Office of the Prime Minister did issue a statement this morning in response to a proposal by the transition of the Trump administration. Let me also be clear that the Bahamas' position on migration has not changed. It has been the same from when Prime Minister Hubert Ingraham was Prime Minister during the challenges with Aristide and Haiti and the turmoil. Then Prime Minister Ingraham was approached by the U.S. government with the same issue of migration. This is not a contentious issue between the government of the Bahamas and the Trump administration. This has been very consistent. We see the U.S. as our partners. We look forward to working along with the government of the Bahamas, look forward to working along with the incoming Trump administration. These are regional security challenges, but the position of the Bahamas has always been consistent, regardless of the current administration in the United States.
And to be clear, this deportation flights, these are not just Bahamians, these are other nationals as well they're proposing.
The proposals speak to other nationals from other countries. But I just want to reiterate that this is not a contentious issue between the government of the Bahamas or the incoming Trump administration. We see the United States, the government of the Bahamas see the United States as our valued partners. We share a lot of mutual interests on the issue of national security. The Prime Minister and by extension the administration look forward to working along with the incoming Trump administration. The Bahamas' position on migration has been consistent both in the FNM and the PLP. Our position is that the Bahamas do not have the resources to deal or accommodate with large migration flows.
So I want to say kudos to the Bahamas. Big up yourself for standing firm on your position, not to be bullied by the West. You know, I don't know what is it the America thinks and the Donald administration thinks. You know, the Caribbean islands, we don't have the resources to deal with such problems. And we are seeing that one by one, the Caribbean leaders are standing up and resisting with consistency and deliberation that we will not be used as a dumping ground. Basically simple and plain, you know, and I do hope that more Caribbean islands, more Caribbean leaders will band together and with might, yes, stand strong with might and push against this agenda. Now, I'm not too sure why Donald Trump thought it was a reasonable or good idea to target the Caribbean islands to move this mass migration of undocumented immigrants to the Caribbean. I'm not too sure what is it he thought, he would benefit from that. I think he underestimated the Caribbean islands. He underestimated the Caribbean leaders. We may be small on the map, but our resilience, our philosophy, who we are as a people, is not to be tampered with. And I'm very, very happy to see that many more Caribbean islands are resisting this move. Guys, we have to protect our little paradise. The Caribbean islands, the Caribbean at large in its entirety is a paradise, and we are very peaceful. The Caribbean is known to be a very peaceful place. Yes, one or two islands may have a little, difficulties to do when it comes to crime and stuff, right? But we are generally a peaceful and tranquil region in this part of the world. And to accept any Caribbean, I hope that there will be no Caribbean leader that will accept this proposal, because it would be a very big mistake. I think this is trouble soliciting itself. This is trouble inviting itself. If we take in these people, it will be trouble. As I said before, if it's our people, yes, the doors are open. Home, sweet home. Home will always be home. And guys, we have to be vigilant, and we have to continue to stand strong in unity as Caribbean islands, because not just Africa is coming under attack, but the Caribbean is also being targeted. And we have to stand strong and stand for what we believe in, stand for who we are as a people, and do not allow ourselves to be bullied by the West and the Europe, right? We are not a floating garbage, and the Prime Minister of the Bahamas have made it quite clear to Donald Trump and his incoming administration, we are not your floating garbage, as some of them thinks that the Caribbean islands are. Some of they think that we are a floating garbage, yeah, that anybody could just dump and they could just do things to us. No, not at all. So guys, I am very, very optimistic that Trump will not be successful with the Caribbean islands in sending deportees here. Why he should send deportees maybe in Canada or something. Why he should have contacted one of those bigger countries to send them. Why the Caribbean islands? We are so small in numbers already. That will put a strain on our resources. It will put a strain on. It's all a strategy, guys. It's all a strategy, because these people know, the West and the Europe knows, America knows that the Caribbean cannot handle such responsibility. But you see, it's a strategy to keep us poor. It is a strategy to keep us, vulnerable, so that we will always be out, coming back to them, to beg them, to help us. And, so we are making it quite clear, our Caribbean leaders, one by one, are making it clear that we will not we will not allow you to put us in a situation like Haiti, how Haiti is right now. And it is the Western European people that, especially the West, that have Haiti in that situation that they are in right now. And we will not allow ourselves to be used and abused in such manner. So kudos to some of the Caribbean leaders that are standing up. I am yet to hear from other Caribbean islands about this proposal, because I'm pretty much sure it's not just Grenada. Our Prime Minister said no one contacted us. Our Prime Minister said that we did not get any information about this. So I'm hoping it stays like this, and I'm hoping that if that they do contact us, our Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, will take a stand firm as well. If he does accept that proposal, God forbid, if he does accept that proposal, our Prime Minister, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, sir, I think that you can kiss your Prime Minister off his bye-bye if you accept that proposal. Because I am pretty much sure the Grenadian people and the Caribbean at large will not stand for this, especially those of us who have sense to know that this is just a strategy. Sending all this mass migration to the Caribbean is a strategy to keep us in a vulnerable and hand out and begging and poor situation. So we don't want that. We are not ready for this responsibility. And I am happy to see that many Caribbean islands and leaders are standing up against the West concerning that. Donald Trump, may underestimated this. Donald Trump underestimated us. He underestimated the Caribbean islands. He rejected us. Not rejected us, but he thought, maybe, I don't know, maybe he thought we would have accepted the offer. But no. And I want to say to my Caribbean leaders, even if America or whoever it is threatens you that if you don't accept this proposal, this is what we will do. Don't be scared of that. Don't be scared. Stand firm. Stand firm. Stand for what you believe in. Yeah? Yes, stand firm. And don't be scared about AIDS and sanctions and all of these things. We are resilient people. We know how to survive. Yeah? We know how to survive. And, I'm really looking forward to see how Donald Trump will, do this mass migration thing. I'm really curious to see how he will go about doing such, because the Caribbean islands are already rejecting him. Let us see what his next move will be. So guys, thank you for watching. Take care. See you next time in the upcoming videos.